I'm all for single-story living myself.
Huh? Single? Yeah, I'm all for that.
I just had knee surgery back in October.
Yeah, you were telling me last week. You were telling me you had. How's it coming, alright? Still bothering you?
Yeah, they just approved another MRI today.
Oh, good.
There's actually a lot of debris in there. That stinks. We got a partial clog at the base of the stack. And it's not just a little bit of stuff that fell through there. It's like a clog where my camera's barely even going through it. A lot of build up there, so that you can see that little hole that the camera's actually drilling a hole through it. That's probably, can you flush that toilet? Actually,
Yes.
This is probably the floor drain here.
You want me to flush the toilet?
We'll just wait a second. Let me locate that and see.
Shot then from that point.
Locate this at a depth of 11 inches. This is in front of the water heater, right at the 45 on the drain line for the furnace. I'll get some pictures of that. Yeah, so I'll locate it a little further out. Yeah, go ahead and flush that toilet if you don't mind.
Sure.
That was actually clogged up. When I send you this video, you'll see as soon as you...
It was clogged up from
the toilet to here. So
really?
It shot a big wad of waste out of it. You can kind of see a lot of it there.
Oh,
see
yeah.
how it's floating around. See that?
Wow.
You want to flush it again?
Sure.
I'm going to pause. Alright, so we zeroed it out at the bottom of the stack. Go ahead and run it out. So this runs over towards the floor drain, however I cannot see where it ties in. It may run in with the toilet line, which we'll come up here and see. So there's the toilet line.
From here, this one?
Yeah. I'm going to pause this real quick and pour some water down there. What the heck are you? I don't see any water movement. That's going to be strange if it ties in downstream of that. Certainly that's not going to be that. Left the drain on the left. That's just on dumb right there.
Yeah, this house has had its problems, I'll say that.
I don't know where that came from there. Can I get you to flush that toilet one more time?
I sure could.
Sure enough, there's water running out of it. See it right there? See that? And then it's backed up too. You saw that stuff shooting
Yeah,
out
it
there?
just shot out.
So the bad thing about that is, you know, if we would have done this and come AC time, this would have flooded because you had a clog in that line. Instead of them running it over here and tying it into this pipe, it runs all the way down here and ties in
Over here.
ties in right here.
Oh, right there.
So it comes in on the side and ties in. Why they did that, I don't have no idea. So what we could do is abandon that, and when we open the floor, what we could do is open it a little wider and run and tie that right into this and lose all that.
Mm-hmm.
You would just abandon it, you know,
Yeah.
under the floor in there by lining through it. Repipe this, give her the new floor drain she wants, and then it'll be a straight run right into the pipe. The problem, though, is as bad a shape as this is, it's going to be cheaper to just trench back to that rather than shooting two liners.
Yep.
So we can cut that out, even replace the stack,
Yeah,
you know, up to here.
yeah, you were saying that maybe last week.
You're still shooting stuff out of there. But I think that 4-foot spot repair would be cheaper than running, because another liner would be $5,800.
Oh my gosh.
Right, because you're doing two liners. And we could probably open the floor up here, dig back, replace that stack, put a new floor drain in for probably $3,500. So you're saving almost $3,000. But that, I mean, this pipe up, and I think the bottom of that 90's rotted out. And once I get the camera back, I wish I could run water in there and I'd be able to clean
What
it out.
would you do? Like all plastic then, all the way down?
Yeah, it'd be
Two.
new PVC, 3-inch PVC
Three.
from here, come down,
Tie
and
it in.
then tie into 4-inch. It'd be 3-inch over here. Tie that new floor drain in, and then this will be lined from this point out. Let me go ahead and run it all the way out so I got a good measurement. You can see how heavy the scale is.
Yeah, yeah, you were saying that last week. It's probably all that backup that we had, you know? Shoot.
And then that's your transition. Well, maybe not.
That's where it
Yeah.
goes down? You
There's
mean
something
down?
that's where that spot is that I don't know what's going on. Remember how I was saying that I could see the gasket?
Yes.
That shouldn't be the transition. The transition, if I remember, yeah, it is right here. Right there's your transition.
Oh, okay.
So you basically got 28 feet of cast iron, and then the rest of it's clay.
28 feet of cast iron. Wow. Is that how they normally do it today? Is that
No, so today everything's PVC
everything?
under the slab.
So much better.
Even when they started putting PVC under the slab, they were still using clay outside until probably mid-90s. That's
Wow.
when they switched over to SDR.
Wow.
Now here's where your decision making is, especially if you're going to end up doing this too, because you guys can run it by Rob and get his opinion too. But so this is the right of way. Let me make sure.
Let me call her. Diane, you got a minute? That's 65 feet.
Yeah. So roughly, so it's 63 feet is the transition. So you would line about a
63
feet. So there's a couple things we found. Let me pause this real quick. To within a foot of the main, because you still have a bunch of roots out there. And, if you ask Rob, he'll tell you you're still responsible for those roots. They're responsible structurally, but you're responsible to keep that line open. So even at 72 feet, there's still roots. Here we are at 78 feet, we still have heavy roots. You've got some roots showing here at 80 feet.
So wherever they come up, there's like a crack in the pipe? Or
That's where two pieces of pipe go together. So basically, like this here. This piece of pipe slides inside here. When it's clay, concrete, or a transition, what they did back in the day is they just smeared concrete around that. Over the years, that concrete falls off. It doesn't happen as much with concrete because concrete pipe, when you're putting concrete around, it's going to bond better. Most of the time you see it in clay because clay is smooth outside. When they take that concrete, there's no way for it to bond to it. Where it'll bond the concrete pipe.
Why would they do that in the first place?
Yeah, that's the way they did it.
Well, back before they had sewers and everything was septic, and all they did was lay two pieces of pipe together with a space in between them, and it leached down into the field.
To the fields.
So all the way up to,
Septic tanks.
so now we're at 86, 87 feet. You have light roots here at 90. You can see these black, that's where a little bit of roots, when they come in, they bring dirt. And that's how they grow. So really, at 85 feet you have roots, and then your tap is at 92. So, do you do a 92-foot liner or a 72-foot liner? It's 20-foot difference. Is it worth it for that piece of lumber? Because you're still going to have to clean that line if you get roots in it after the line, outside.
Wow.
So we'll figure, what I'll do is I'll figure up a 92-foot liner as cheap as I can, and then I'll figure up what it would cost to replace this stack. From here over to the stack, put a new floor drain in, and then hopefully insurance kicks in and pays the majority of it.
Let's hope.
I don't know about that.
Did they act like you
They
had
said-
coverage?
Well, they did.
They gave us like 10,000.
Yeah.
That's
So, I mean, that's
Still.
I think you said the house was 48 years old?
No, it's
Yeah,
47,
because they
48.
said over 50,
Right,
it
just
would come down to like,
to 1,000. Most of them,
But see,
1,200, I
we've
think.
only had that for like, what, 2.5 years or something?
right,
Yeah.
so that's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying,
it's
at
been
least this
pretty
didn't happen
new,
in
but-
2 years. If it
Yeah,
happened 2
it could
years,
be.
they'd only be paying
I would be
$1,200.
paying like
Right.
1,200.
right.
And then the rest of it would be out of your pocket. So
Out of my pocket.
in a way, it's good that it's happened now.
Yeah,
Versus
rather
in 3 or
than
4 or
2
5
2
years.
from now, right.
I agree with that. part.
I hear ya, but the rest of it don't
Yeah.
sound good.
Now, I will, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not your finances are not my business, but when
Yeah.
I tell everybody this, we offer financing through Kimba. 12
Right.
months, 0%.
I saw that.
So even if you have $1
online,
million sitting in the bank, you can still use their money for 12 months for 0%.
yeah. Right, yeah.
That's probably, if it's, you know,
I mean, if
she might
as
do
long as
something
you
like
do,
that.
as long as you pay it off in 12 months, it's no charge to you at all.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter if it's 60% interest rate or 10 or
Yeah.
4.
Right.
There's 0% for 12 months.
Wow.
As long as it's within reason.
Yeah.
We're about retired.
Right.
Oh, man.
You'll still,
Everything hits you at once.
I'll still apply that 5% that I was telling you about as well.
We
Yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah, we do.
This is going to get some black on the ground. Your line is so dirty.
I can imagine
After
after
50
48 years.
Right. 50 years back here in this cow pasture. This used to be a big cow pasture.
Oh,
back
really?
Here, or some kind of a farm.
Woods, yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. Back in the 70s.
76. Yeah.
I think our
Sheep.
neighbor across the street had his done too.
So I think what I'm
I
going to
think
do,
this is about the age of all this.
I'm going to redo, so I put 72 feet on that paper. I'm going to redo that paper and put 92, because if they don't cover anything inside and they only cover outside, then I don't want them taking any money away from it.
Oh, we appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Because, you know, I originally put on there 72, but you're responsible for 92, you know, as far as...
Well, that's. I don't even see that. 92 feet.
Right? I don't know where that sewer main, what side of the street it's on, if it's in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
But something tells me that that manhole out there doesn't go this way. I wonder if it's like an inline, and I'll pull it. Before I leave.
You're the one, you're the engineer of this company. That's for sure. Wow.
Because yeah, I mean your front yard's not that big, but then again your sewer line's in the back of the house too. Yeah, versus if you were PVC underneath here or in good shape,
Yes.
then we would. I mean, we'd still have to open it.
Probably most of these homes back here are like that. They're all,
Right.
you know, I forget what community built it. I think, was it like a dressed home or something?
Yeah.
They did a nail every, you know,
Yeah.
2x3 and all of that. My old house, it was sound. It was solid as a rock.
So there, now we're back in the house, and that's that spot I was showing you with the black around it. Yeah, there was literally, like when he flushed that toilet, which I'm guessing you guys don't use that toilet much.
Well, not a whole lot. We're more
It
upstairs.
shot a
Only
bunch
when
of
the
debris
kids.
out of it when I put the
I mean, the
camera in.
kids come over, they use it more, you know, but shoot,
Yeah,
they're all.
because when it backed up, it did go in the bathroom and here.
Mhm.
But
And that's
that
the
water was
thing.
clean, but then in here.
Yeah,
it's-
the water in the bathroom
filthy.
came up,
Yeah.
it was cleaner water.
So if you look here, this is that tie-in.
Yeah.
And I'm still 10 foot in from the bottom of there. That puts it out
Right out in
in
the hall,
there.
like the by the
But when I
hall there.
poured water in here, it
Yeah,
shot
it's
out.
funny
of there.
why
Springs
they
on the
did
pipe.
that.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Why would they do something
don't
like that?
understand
Stupid. It's so stupid how they built this stuff.
But you got heavy, heavy scale buildup, and what happens is when you go in there, you take that scale off, it reveals the rot. So that scale's hiding the rot in the cast iron. You can see how black it is right
Yes.
there. That tells you it's been sitting for a long time.
All the water or
And it's
whatnot.
it's been holding at this level for a long time, and you've been getting by where it's still the reddish brown.
Mm-hmm.
Here, it's right here. So that shows a crack in the cast iron.
Yes.
Jeez.
Now when I get close to that 90, I can't see anything because it's, so there's a 45, which is, puts me right here. This here is where that bathroom comes in. If you want to flush the toilet out.
I can flush it.
Yeah. So that toilet comes in right here. You think that the floor drain would too, but it doesn't. And I'll send you guys this video.
Oh, there we go.
And literally, when he flushed it, it shot a bunch of stuff out.
Yeah, tissue.
Same with the floor drain.
Oh, jeez.
See, I can't even see any. That pipe there is so black, and it's holding water because of the scale buildup. Like here,
That case got her.
you can see chunks of stuff on both sides to
Yeah.
where the camera literally poked a hole through that.
Oh, gosh. Jeez.
Right there, I mean, it's... I would honestly be... Now see, like here, I don't want you to touch this camera, but it's literally hard to pull through. So something at the bottom of that night, and if you watch this little thing on the bottom left side, that tells you the position of my camera.
Oh, okay.
So when I... Now see how...
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm up in the 90. So something at the bottom of that 90 is wrong.
It's clogged up a
And
little bit.
I think the bottom's rotted out. That's usually a good sign. And if anybody ever puts chemicals in a line, like let's say upstairs, kitchen sink, bathroom sink,
Yeah.
tub, whatever, those chemicals will tend to sit in the bottom of the 90.
Oh.
And it eats the 90 out.
Really? What kind of chemicals would you?
People putting Drano,
Yeah,
stuff
it
like
could
that.
be. Yeah, who knows?
I mean, not saying you guys did it, but
Yeah.
maybe before you moved in. But usually that's why a 90 will rot out. You want to see what the inside looks like? That's all your scale and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Jeez.
It's nasty.
Yeah. Welcome to my world.
Yeah.
I'm trying to catch it all on this rag.
We'll sweep at their feet on.
I'm going to put a little bit of bleach on this thing too.
Yeah.
There's some black splatters that
There's some
came out.
bleach there. If you, some
Sorry.
bleach up there. You want to